Hi, this is Chris Smith from theoptionclub.com. We are gearing up for an upcoming seminar, or actually a series of seminars that we're doing with OptionVue software. Um, I've been trading options now for several years after having been a stock trader, an exchange traded fund trader, mutual fund trader, and I've constantly evolved in my trading. And I'm still evolving. I've been using a number of options analysis packages over the last few years to, uh, find, analyze, manage, basically to, help me with, complex option trades. And I finally decided that it was time to stop futzing around with the number two and number three players and, uh, get my hands on professional quality, first-rate options analysis software. And the undisputed leader in that vein is OptionVue. So I was at the Los Angeles Traders Expo in June of this year, 2008, and I met up with a couple of the guys from OptionVue, and I told them, I said, I really would like to test drive this software, and we started to talk. Well, not only did I sign up for my test drive, but I started telling them about the Option Club, and we worked out a deal. And the deal is that they're going to spend a lot of time with us, teaching us about options trading, teaching us about their software, and how the two work together to make better options traders. So let me give you a little peek at what I've been working on. I'm not an expert on this software yet, um, but let's take a quick look. Okay, so here we are. What we're looking at is the Trade Finder dialog on OptionVue software. This is a place, in the software where we can actually start taking a look at making some money. But what we're going to look at here is the first tab allows us to identify the assets that we want to evaluate. And what I've done is I've put together an asset list, which is just a collection of ETFs. In fact, I've only included 6 ETFs. We can select individual assets. We could also just look at all the assets. But for my purposes, I've just identified some ETFs. We're then able to take a look at specific targets that we want to pursue. So, for example, I've got the diamond, which is the Dow Jones 30, the IWM, which is the Russell 2000, the Qs, which is Nasdaq 100, the S&P 500, the energy holders, the financial holders, and all I'm going to do, I could identify a target price and project a date by which it's going to reach that price. So if you have a stock that you think is going to move up or move down to a certain price target, you can provide OptionVue that and ask OptionVue to find you a trade, to satisfy your goal. We could also identify price range. So if you found a stock or an index that you think is going to stay range bound, tell OptionVue what the price range is, and OptionVue is going to help you find that trade. What I've done is I've just selected bell curve, and what I've done is I provided OptionVue data on each of these ETFs. And actually, I didn't provide it. OptionVue just got the data itself. The default here, center price, is just the current price of the security. Future volatility is just the current implied volatility. I could change those, but that's where we've started. And date is supposed to be the expiration date. I've keyed in some dates, but I think I miskeyed those. Doesn't matter for purposes of this video. And then what we do is we identify which strategies we want to search for. We can select all of them. We can select just a couple of them, whatever the case may be. We identify some goals. In other words, how much capital do we want to put into the trade, and some other variables there. And then we're able to filter the trades based on the maximum price, minimum price, etc. And then what we get is we get a long list, well, not necessarily a long list, but we get a list of trades, and we can rank them in a number of ways. And OptionVue is going to tell us what's the expected return for the trade. Is it a positive? Is the expected return positive, negative, large, small? What is the worst case return? What is the best case return? What's the probability of profit? All of this data here, let me show it to you. All of this data right here, net price, worst case return, expected return, the best case return, probability of profit. So you're being given a lot of information just on that screen. Just the results screen tells you a lot of information about these proposed trades. Let me show you one that I'm taking a look at. So here we have a risk graph that OptionVue's generated for us on one of the trades that came up in the Trade Finder. And this happens to be an out-of-the-money calendar spread on the XLF, or the financial holders. So we know that right up here. All right, we've got short 15 August 16 puts and long 15 September 16 puts. So we're buying and selling 15 option contracts at the 16 strike price. So what's that going to cost us? Well, we look over here. Here's the original requirement, which is $495. And that just means that's the original amount of capital that went into this trade. All right, so we've, when we did the Trade Finder, we told it that we want to position ourselves with about a $500 position size. So OptionVue sized the position for us. We're using a projection date of August 16, which is the expiration date for the options, and so we've got our risk graph. The hash line here, that's where the trade will be as of today at any given price point along the horizontal axis. The far one out here is the expiration date. So we can look at any of these price points. There's a column here with all our Greek values and our profit and loss. We can change this column here. Instead of showing profit and loss, we can change it so we can show yield, which is actually the way I prefer to look at trades, because I can compare one to the next. And we've got our risk graph. And the risk graph gives us a lot of information itself. So there's a lot more here that I could show you. There's a lot more here that I probably don't even know about yet. But this gives you, an idea of what the software is all about. So what are we going to be doing with OptionVue? Well, they're going to be teaching us more about the software, how to find trades, how to make money with them. And we're going to have 3 scheduled webinars. And the first one is just going to introduce the software. You're going to get your discount code so you can get your 30-day trial at a discounted price. And that discounted price, by the way, you just pay for the 30-day trial. There's no charge for anything else that we're doing for the seminar series. So the second seminar, we get back online. It's going to be scheduled at a time that if you act promptly, and I encourage you, attend the first seminar, get the discount code, and just go ahead and order it. If you sit on it, the problem is they have to send the software out to you on a CD. If you sit on it, by the time we do our second seminar, you may not have the software yet, and you'll be at a disadvantage. In any event, order it. We get back online. There's going to be an instructor online to help us make sure that we've installed the software properly and that we've configured it properly. And believe me, there are a lot of variables, a lot of things that we can tweak on this software. So you want to be there for the second session as well. And then they're going to cut us loose for a few days so we can toy with it and play with it, test it out. And then we're going to get back online and we're going to start learning how to make money with this software. And by the time that seminar ends, we'll still have at least a couple weeks going on our 30-day trial, so we can start using the information that we've learned and start putting the software through its paces. So even if you're not interested in buying the software, you're going to learn a tremendous amount during those 3 sessions. Plus, if you want even more, what we're going to end up doing is making it possible for you to dial into OptionVue and get some one-on-one time with one of their instructors to show you what you can do with this software. So I hope to see you online for our first presentation. If you scroll down on the web page, you'll have the information about the webinars and how to register, and I look forward to seeing you there. Bye.